Welcome to Guide to Reads. Feeling stuck in your career? Thinking of a pivot, a rebrand, or reigniting that lost professional spark? You're in the right place. Subscribe and tap the notification bell, because your next big move starts now. Today, we're diving into Career Rehab by Kanika Tolver, a bold, empowering blueprint for professionals ready to reinvent their personal brand, escape career ruts, and thrive in today's ever-changing work world. Let's be real. Job dissatisfaction is more common than you think. A 2018 Conference Board survey found that nearly half of American workers were unhappy in their roles. Here's the truth. Getting a job is easy. Building a meaningful career? That's the real challenge. And if you're feeling stuck, the solution isn't just finding a new job, it's a complete career rehab. So what is career rehab? Think of it like remodeling a house. First, you tear down what's not working. Then, you redesign your path with purpose by seeing yourself not just as a job seeker, but as a professional brand. Add strategic networking and authentic self-marketing to the mix, and suddenly, you're not chasing jobs. You're creating opportunities. The goal? A career that energizes you, aligns with your values, and evolves as you grow. It's not always easy, but it's absolutely worth it. Let's get into it. 1. 4 steps to a fulfilling career. Is your work life flashing warning signs? Maybe you've lost your spark, feel stuck in place, or dread every Monday morning. Perhaps burnout is creeping in from a relentless workload, or friction with your team is spilling into your personal life. If any of this sounds familiar, it's time for a career rehab. The first step: identify where you are. Kanika Tolver introduces 3 career personas. The cool geek, a recent grad with under 5 years of experience, eager to find purpose and challenge in the workplace. The corporate rebel, a mid-career professional craving promotion, pivot, or power to make a bigger impact. The career dropout, a seasoned pro ready for total reinvention, looking to break free and rewrite the script. No matter your path, the rehab journey follows 4 core steps: design, build, test, launch. In the design phase, you dream boldly. Ask, what kind of work would truly fulfill me? Could your passion for sustainability evolve into a role in green consulting? Could your love for tech spark a new future in development? This is your time to visualize a career that fits, not just one that pays. The build phase is about becoming that professional. You'll sharpen your skills, whether that means earning new certifications or improving soft skills like communication and leadership. This is where you strengthen your foundation. Next is test, where you fine-tune your brand and put yourself out there. Update your resume. Refresh your LinkedIn. Try new platforms and formats. See what clicks and adjust your approach to reach the right audience. Finally, launch is where you bring it all together. With confidence and clarity, you'll learn how to communicate your story in interviews and networking spaces. It's not about pretending to be someone else. It's about showing up as the real you, fully aligned and professionally ready. Rehab takes work, but the cost of staying stuck is far greater. And if you commit to these 4 steps, design, build, test, launch, you're not just getting a new job. You're creating a career that fits your life. Stick with us. We'll unpack each of these 4 stages in detail next. 2. Design your dream career. Welcome to the first, and most important, step of career rehab. Designing your dream career. This is where the magic begins, where you stop settling and start imagining a work life that energizes, fulfills, and fits you. Think of it like building a house. You wouldn't just start pouring concrete without a blueprint, right? The same goes for your career. Before you make any major moves, you need a clear vision. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's strategic dreaming with purpose. So, what goes into that dream career design? First, define your direction. Do you want to rise in your current field? Make a lateral move for better balance? Or are you ready to pivot into something entirely new? This choice sets the tone for everything else. Now ask, where do you want to live and work? Location isn't just about lifestyle. It shapes your career opportunities, your salary's buying power, and even your mental well-being. That $120,000 tech salary might feel tight in San Francisco, but could mean financial freedom in Austin. Each city has its own energy, industry hubs, and networking circles. Choose one that matches your career goals and your life goals. Next up, know your worth. Too many professionals, especially women and minorities, undersell themselves. Don't let that be you. Research salary ranges, understand market demand for your skill set, and walk into negotiations with confidence. Remember, compensation isn't just about the paycheck. Benefits like remote work options, learning stipends, family leave, and wellness programs all contribute to your quality of life. And don't underestimate the power of environment. Ask yourself, do you thrive in a buzzing startup or a stable corporate setting? Do you prefer remote flexibility or in-person collaboration? The people, the pace, the tools, all these details shape your daily satisfaction. When you design your dream career, you're not just chasing a job title. You're building a blueprint for your version of success, one that fits your lifestyle, goals, and values, not society's expectations. This is your life. Design it intentionally. Next up, we'll show you how to build the skills and brand that will make that dream career real. 3. Build your brand. Now that you've designed the blueprint of your dream career, it's time to bring it to life by building your brand. Because in today's world, it's not just what you can do, it's how well you show it. Think about iconic brands like Apple or Nike. Their power doesn't come from just their products, it comes from how they're perceived. You know what they stand for. You trust them. You feel something when you see them. Guess what? You have a brand too. Whether you've curated it or not, you're broadcasting a professional image every single day, on LinkedIn, in interviews, in how you show up to meetings. Now's the time to take control of that narrative. So how do you build a brand that opens doors? Start with the 3 E's: education, experience, and expertise. Education includes anything that sharpens your skills. Certifications, workshops, boot camps, even self-taught YouTube deep dives. Whether you mastered Excel macros or earned a UX design badge, it counts. Experience includes not just job titles, but the problems you've solved. Did you streamline a chaotic workflow? Launch a newsletter that boosted engagement? Lead a volunteer project? That's gold. Expertise is your signature move, the thing people know you for. Maybe you're the go-to spreadsheet wizard, the creative storyteller, or the teammate who always finds the fix. Own it. But here's the twist. Skills alone aren't enough. Just like Beyoncé carefully curates her brand while staying true to herself, you must learn to balance authenticity with strategy. So ask, what do you want to be known for? If you're passionate about sustainability, speak about it, lead projects around it, and connect your career to that purpose. Love solving complex problems? Position yourself as the fixer. Live your brand. And remember, how you say it matters. Tailor your resume, LinkedIn, and online profiles to reflect your brand narrative. A simple shift, like changing managed spreadsheets to optimize data workflows for performance tracking, can elevate your value in an instant. Finally, track your wins. Be specific. Numbers speak. Improved efficiency is vague, but reduced turnaround time by 30% gets attention. That's how you build credibility. Your personal brand isn't just your reputation, it's your calling card, your compass, your currency. Build it with intention. Speak it with confidence. Live it with consistency. Next up, we put it to the test, refining your message and making sure it resonates with the right audience. 4. Test out strategies for marketing yourself. You've built your brand. Now comes the real-world test. Can the right people see your value? No matter how powerful your story, it won't land if it's whispered in the wrong room. Visibility is everything, and you don't need to be a marketing guru to make your mark. You just need a strategy that fits you. Start with this question. Who are you speaking to? Go back to the career personas. Are you a cool geek hoping a professor's referral opens the door to a first internship? A corporate rebel trying to get the attention of forward-thinking recruiters? Or a career dropout reaching out to networks in a brand new field? Each path calls for a different tone, a different platform, and a different spotlight. So polish your resume, refresh your LinkedIn, and build an online portfolio that shows, not tells, who you are. Tailor it. If you're a developer aiming for startups, highlight speed and adaptability. If you're pivoting into sustainability, showcase measurable impact. Less waste, more efficiency, smarter systems. But don't stop there. Think beyond the resume. Post a video tutorial solving a real-world problem. Write a thoughtful blog that sparks conversation. Start a podcast, guest on one, or share an idea that resonates with your field. Because when you show your voice, literally and figuratively, you build trust. People remember stories more than bullet points. Be the story. And timing? That matters too. While hiring often spikes in January and again in spring, the job market is alive all year round. So build your presence consistently, not just when you're ready to apply. This is where you shift from broadcasting to refining. Check what's landing, who's viewing your profile, which posts earn replies or spark conversations, which industries are actually calling you back. Feedback is your compass. Don't just test once, test constantly. Adjust, rethink, realign. Because marketing yourself isn't a one-time pitch. It's a conversation. It's a journey. It's how your story finds its way to the right audience. And when it does, the doors open. 5. Sell yourself at interviews. You've designed your dream career. You've built a brand that reflects your truth. You've tested it out in the real world. Now comes the moment where it all comes alive. The interview. This is more than a meeting. It's your launch. Yes, the basics still count. Know your resume, research the company, arrive on time. But the candidates who truly stand out do something more. They tell stories. Stories that breathe life into their skills. Stories that stick. Imagine this. 2 project manager candidates sit across the table. The first says, "I led a team of 6 and brought projects in 15% under budget." Nice, but dry. The second leans in and says, "When I stepped into a failing product launch, team morale was sinking. I introduced weekly idea sessions where everyone contributed. We not only finished ahead of schedule, 3 of our team's innovations saved $50,000. That's when I learned that great leadership means listening louder than you speak." Now that's unforgettable. That's brand storytelling. And it's how you rise above bullet points to show what you truly offer. As you prepare, craft 2 or 3 signature stories like this, real, personal, results-driven. Then thread them into your answers naturally. But don't stop when it's your turn to ask questions. Move beyond, "What's the company culture like?" Try, "I saw you're expanding into sustainable products. How do project managers collaborate with that team? What skills have helped others grow into leadership roles from this position?" These questions show curiosity, alignment, and strategic thinking. Also, be interview-ready in all formats. Virtual. Test your tech. Find good lighting. Practice camera eye contact. It matters. Panel. Keep your energy consistent. Read the room. Address each face with respect. Technical. Don't just solve the problem. Explain how you think, and use your experience to ground your logic. And after? Follow up with intention. Within 48 hours, send a thank you that sounds like you. Try something like, "I loved hearing about your mentorship program, especially since I've run similar sessions to help new hires thrive in their first 90 days. In the end, interviews aren't about ticking boxes. They're about connection. They're about showing, not just saying why your story, your mindset, and your presence are exactly what that company needs next. When you lead with authenticity and back it with preparation, you don't just get the job. You earn the trust that turns an offer into a partnership. 6. Negotiate like a pro. You've designed your path, you've built your brand, tested your strategies, and launched your story with power. Now comes the moment to claim your worth. Negotiation isn't just about money. It's about value. And value, when recognized, opens doors not just for you, but for those who come after you. For cool geeks, early in their journey, a higher salary often feels like a trophy, proof they've arrived. But smart developers soon realize it's not just about today's paycheck. Training in emerging AI tools now might triple their market value in 2 years. Corporate rebels, on the other hand, may trade the prestige of a Fortune 500 job for a startup that lets them shape the company's DNA. The title might shrink, but the influence massive. Then there are the career dropouts, those shifting lanes, not because they failed, but because they outgrew the map. Imagine a teacher turning classroom leadership into corporate innovation, transforming team dynamics with the same brilliance that once held the attention of restless teenagers. That's value, reborn. But here's the truth. Money still talks. And too often, it talks over the people who deserve more. Women and minorities still face systemic pay gaps. That's why learning to negotiate isn't optional, it's essential. Start with this mindset. The first offer is rarely the best. Aim for more. 10K, 15K, whatever reflects your growth. And don't just negotiate salary. Think bigger. Want remote work because it boosts your performance? Make the case. Prefer flexible hours to support your family or creative time? Show how it enhances results. Interested in a conference, a mentor, or an executive coach? Ask for it. It's all on the table, if you're willing to ask. And if you have multiple offers, even better. Be transparent about your timeline. Share the impact stories, the ones with real numbers. I increased customer retention by 40%. I led a project that saved $80,000. These aren't bragging rights. They're bargaining power. After everything you've done to rebuild your career, this is the moment to own it. Because when you negotiate well, you don't just secure better pay. You set a new standard. You raise the bar. And you walk forward knowing that your worth, your true, earned, hard-fought worth, has finally been recognized. Final summary. Why Career Rehab matters. Career Rehab is more than a book. It's a wake-up call and a blueprint for anyone ready to reclaim their professional life. Here's what it leaves you with. Burnout is a signal, not your sentence. Your personal brand is your greatest asset. Skills outlast job titles. Keep learning, always. Network with intention, not desperation. Passion is powerful, but pivots need planning. Your career doesn't have to move in a straight line. The future belongs to those who embrace reinvention, again and again. Because in this new world of work, reinvention is security. Want more bold career advice? Drop a comment. Should we break down designing your life, the squiggly career, or another reinvention roadmap next? Like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Your next career breakthrough could be one video away.